just a few minutes away from the 12 Points Livestream broadcast brought to you by the Northeast Georgia Council here on our Facebook and YouTube page. Give you a few minutes to get loaded in here. Let's gather some audience and see if we've got any folks that want to drop the shout outs in the comments. You're joining us for a little pre-show banter as per usual. Your host Daniel Victorio and our buddy Phil joining us. No Scott today. Scott is on duty this weekend. One of those missions where if I told you, I'd have to kill you, or maybe he'd have to kill me, or maybe there's not going to be any killing going on, but he is out for the show today. So stay tuned and stay with us. We're live in just about 3 minutes here on the internet, and you'll be joining us here for the 12 Points Livestream broadcast. I cannot wait to see all of you there. I have to remember in this, Phil, that I have to go back to the slideshow. I get this part wrong every time. I know that nobody really cares.
Yeah.
I do have a few things for the prize pack, by the way.
Okay.
Can you see me in the, even though we can't see the thing?
I can see you in the bottom corner.
Oh, yeah, okay. And I've got those two patches. Thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're going live here in just about a minute or two. If you're already in the show, stay tuned and stay with us. And drop your comments down in the feed below. Give us that shout out. Make sure we know who you are and where you're from, so we can shout out all your good buddies. It's 2 minutes to the hour on a fine Sunday evening here with my buddy Phil, and we're about to go on an adventure. So thanks for joining us here on the 12 Points Livestream broadcast. What'd you do this weekend, Phil?
I had the pleasure yesterday of visiting Chattanooga Campout out at Scoutland. It was a Foxfire theme, so they were doing a lot of pioneering activities, a lot of cool things out at Scoutland. And I opened up the trading post for a little bit for them, so it was a fun day out at Scoutland.
Yeah, that's good. Man, so I did get, they're very good about posting pictures, so I got tons of pictures of scouts out at Scoutland. I did not get any pictures from Etowah for the news and notes section today, but they had a big camporee hosted up at Camp Rainey Mountain this weekend. So a lot of folks doing a lot of stuff, and you're going to see that in the news and notes section. Brought to you by the Northeast Georgia Council. It's the 12 Points Livestream broadcast with your buddies Phil and Daniel. Today, no Scott. But we are on the live stream broadcast, and we thank you for joining all of us, and thank you for those applause. That's very nice of all of you. I wanted to give a shout out to my buddy Scott. I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. He's I think he's on. I don't know what you call it. He's on duty right now. He's in the Army, so doing his duty this week at training. And I'm not allowed to say where or what. Actually, he did text me a live picture, but he said, don't post that. We're going to have to look at that one next month. So, but anyway, you're joining us live here on the program. It's the 12 Points Livestream broadcast brought to you by the Northeast Georgia Council. We're very happy to be here with you today. Phil, our council program director, yours truly, Daniel Victorio from the Appalachia District. This show occurs once a month following your regular round table. And I just wanted to walk you through it. My watch is talking to me, and I don't want her to. I don't know why she's doing that. Maybe it's because I'm yelling. Okay, give me a sound check. Give me a shout out. Give me a howdy and hello there. This show is about tips, tricks, and best practices, which we're going to cover today in the show. You won't miss that. And also, it works best with your shout-outs and your questions. Drop those down in the comment box below. Throughout the show, we're going to talk about it live on the program today. follow along with us all week and all month and all year long here on our social media pages. Visit us on the web at nega-bsa.org. I'll leave that up there for a second. Folks, take your phone out. And we've got QR codes all over the place. Scan this show the entire time. Also, at the end of the show, this will continue to rebroadcast on YouTube. You can see our YouTube channel down there in the bottom right corner. And when you go on the YouTube channel after the live stream, there will be timestamps that you can skip ahead to any of the important things. And you can skip some of the boring stuff that Daniel and Phil talk about. This portion of the show is brought to you by the Northeast Georgia Council Scouts who sell camp cards. Thank you for all that you do to send every scout to camp this summer. By purchasing a camp card, a $10 camp card, you'll get discounts on things like really good haircut. Thank you, Great Clips. And you'll get to go out to eat at places like Whataburger. What are some of the other features? These are not paid sponsorships, by the way. They're just features on our camp cards this season. Phil, what are some other great discounts that we can get from our camp cards, or the discounts that we'll be delivering as scouts to our patrons?
Oh yeah, a whole lot of good coupons this year. A lot of good pizza restaurants, a lot of good restaurants, a couple oil change places. If you need to get your oil taken care of.
Oh yeah, thank you, Take 5.
Yeah, there's just so much value on these camp cards. You can make up the $10 you spend on the camp card within a couple of days pretty easily.
For sure, yes. So it's important to get out and sell camp cards. Even if you only sell a few, you cut the cost of camp for this summer. It's also brought to you by, well, not brought to you by, but wanted to tell you about our 250th anniversary celebration series for the Northeast Georgia Council, celebrating America and 250 years, freedom, independence. Is there anything more American than a patch collection?
Not at
actually, so of course we have a collector's patch for that. You can visit us online there on the QR code and pre-order your patches right now. And then once the pre-orders time over, or is that
No,
it's
still live, and the patches should be here in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, yeah.
So you want to get them as soon as possible.
You want to pre-order as soon as possible for sure, because once that's over, it's just whatever's left, and we typically sell out of these collector series. This one for sure, celebrating America 250. And proud to do it. I've already pre-purchased my set. Phil, how about you?
I have too.
All right, that's good. On today's show, spring is in the air, and this is 12 points in 4 categories. We're actually going to zoom right through it. And I'm going to try to go point to point as fast as possible, but there's so much to talk about, as you said on Friday, Phil, when we were prepping for the show. We have a ton of stuff coming up. If I forgot something, I'm going to lay it down in the comments here. You'll see a link down below for everything we talk about tonight. And as the slides roll through on the show, you're gonna you'll see us. I'm gonna biggie size the slides there, and you're gonna see the QR code, which you can scan with your phone right now or later, or if you want to snap a screenshot of it, we'll make sure to go slow enough at least so that you can do that. It's time now for the news and notes section. Phil, we had a big weekend. We've actually had a pretty big month already between the middle of February and the middle of March. A lot going on. I tried to capture in the news and notes section some of the most recent stuff, but it will be missing things like the Appalachia, Etowah, and Sweetwater Advance-A-Ramas, which were all huge merit badge days in all 3 districts. Great job, everybody. Getting out there to get a merit badge. Lots of other different stuff coming up. On the Currahee page this week, it looks like Pack 77 was guests of Troop 77, and they shared their knowledge on flag etsicot, I guess. What would you call that, Phil?
That's what it looks like. Yeah, flag etiquette. It looks like they're
learning about the flag. Yep. So they're folding the flag. The older scouts help them practice raising the flag for a flag ceremony. Great job. Troop and Pack 77 up in Toccoa in the Coolray district. That's the latest and greatest from up there. Appalachia district, of course, hosted the Legend of Scoutland out at Scoutland on Lake Lanier. On the left there, that's my buddy Jake doing the. I need to get rid of our. I'm covering up our caption there. On the left there, that's my buddy Jake, and he is on top of what's called a Da Vinci's. I think it's called a Da Vinci's bridge.
Okay.
And it's just a physics and engineering thing. And the challenge was that the scouts would come up to this station, observe it for like 30 seconds, and then you can literally knock this thing down by removing one board. And then the scouts had to see who could rebuild it the fastest. All part of the challenges at the Legend of Scoutland in the Appalachia district. And then also during our weekend, while it was warmer than this weekend for sure. Were you out in it this weekend? I mean, it was pretty chilly this morning, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was funny you said spring was in the air. I think we're back in the 20s on Monday and Tuesday.
Sorry about that. I hope I didn't jinx us. Anyway,
winter has one more revenge on us.
Yeah, don't I know it? Is this what they call blackberry winter, or is that supposed to be later?
I think later.
I don't know these things. So anyway, but it was pretty warm during our weekend, which was actually last weekend, Appalachia's at Scoutland, and but we had big major storms that rolled through. Which forced us to do our campfire in the dining hall. Not ideal, but still, I guess with all the new decorations and things, it is actually a pretty cool environment on the inside. Yeah. And then we just brought our sound system, and the scouts made the best of it in there. And actually, I was the last man in the building. And as soon as I walked in, it just came down. I was glad that we got everybody inside before the lightning and the rain just started pouring down. But that was Appalachia's last weekend at Scoutland. And then this weekend, actually, these are fresh off of their Facebook feed, Chattahoochee District. Shout out to Chattahoochee, those out there at the Foxfire Campery at Scoutland on Lake Lanier. And I forgive me, tell me about some of the themes or some of the things that you saw going on there.
Yeah, they were making their own medallions. They had some scout skills competitions going on. I mean, it was a busy weekend out there. They had, I think, about 150 or so out there.
Wow. Okay.
It was a great event.
No, that is great. And so you could see some of these pictures. I wish I could put more. They actually had on their Facebook feed, they had just a ton of great pictures of scouts in action at the Foxfire Campery. Thank you, by the way, whoever's sharing all the great media on Chattahoochee's page. Thank you for that, because it looks great. Here's a picture of the governor standing in front of the Cub Scouts. A couple of us went down to the Capitol on Monday for Scout Day at the Capitol. And if you don't know what this is, Scout Day at the Capitol is a day where during the legislative session, scouts show up in droves. You have to pre-register for it. Our delegation, the Northeast Georgia Council, our 26 counties, was represented by 219 scouts on Monday. That is the largest contingent of scouts in the building, besides, of course, Atlanta Area Council. That is, that's where the Capitol is. So we had a huge turnout, though. Very proud to be representing Northeast Georgia Council. We got to visit representatives and Senate leaders from around Georgia, but especially our scouts got special tours from Senator Clint Dixon and House Majority Leader, Chuck F. Strachan, who, by the way, was a Camp Rainey Mountain staffer way back in the day and an Eagle Scout from Northeast Georgia Council. So that was really cool. We got to visit with him, and he talked to us about all the stuff going on in the legislative branch of the government. And then it just so happened that the governor came into the Capitol on Monday, and we were able to snap there's like 700 kids standing behind him, but I couldn't fit the whole thing in the picture without obscuring the fact that it was the governor. So that was kind of a big moment. And he got applause as as he walked in. It was actually a really cool moment. Scout Day at the Capitol, tons of pictures on our feed and shared in our Google Drive. So I hope for everybody that came out, thank you for representing Northeast Georgia Council and all of our communities here in uniform. So that was a great day of scouting, by the way. Glad I got to be there for that. Here is the Dumblers under the Gold Dome, also at Scout Day
Wow.
at the Capitol. So that he posted that on the Sweetwater page today or this week, and I just thought that was a cool picture, so I posted it here on our show. Happy to have all of our scouts from all over the council there. Here's an interesting one. This is it Tyler?
Yeah, Tyler
Katz?
and yeah,
And his sister is Kylie. And his mom just posted this today. It's from 10 years ago. And then this is from this past week at the American Values Dinner, where Tyler introduced the Scouts and led our American Values Dinner in the pledge, the Scout Oath, and Scout Law. And then they presented the awards that night, brother and sister there. And they did a great job, but I just thought it was awesome that she posted this picture of him holding up his Batmobile at the Pinewood Derby 10 years ago this week. And so I thought I would just show off and brag about the Katz siblings, because they did just a great job at the American Values Dinner in Athens this past week, and we're really proud of them. So shout out to them. Eagle Scout Tyler Katz there. Look at how proud he looks with his merit badge sash and his Eagle badge, and standing right next to his or right here to the left in his Tiger Cub outfit with his first Pinewood Derby car. I think that's awesome. So that's it for the news and notes section, and that takes us into Phil has a prize. Phil, what do you got for us today?
So as a prize today, you can get your very own Daniel Victorio name tag, ladies.
No, put that back. Did you take that off my desk?
I did. I'm coming from the Lawrenceville office. I'm just kidding. We have, for real, we have an incredible prize pack, mystery Scout Office prize pack. Who knows what could be in this fantastic bag, and it can be yours today.
So you did steal that off my desk. That's one of the dinosaur packs from. So that our camp card theme in Appalachia was stomp into camp cards, and we had dinosaur welcome bag. So all the stuff in the dinosaur welcome bag will include things like we'll biggie size it here.
There you go.
Include a couple of patches from my friends at the Stripers and my friends at the Gladiators. You'll see why we're talking about them today. Couple of extra collector's patches and memorabilia from around the council. A big collector's pack in the dinosaur stomp into camp cards and summer adventure this season, and that's all in the prize pack today. What's our prize pack question for today?
So it's an important question. You know, we're getting closer to summer. We're just a few months away from summer camp getting here, and I am looking forward to going swimming in the lake up at Camp Rainey Mountain. So the first person who can tell me what our camp's lake is named, going to come away with the prize pack. So what is the lake?
Funny enough, in the news and notes section, we said the name one time or two.
You might or might not have.
Might or might not have. In fact, let's just flash back through the news and notes section for a second. The name of the lake at Camp Rainey Mountain. Did you catch that? Oh, man. Okay. If you know it, drop it down in the comments right now for your chance to win a prize on this week's Phil Has a Prize.
I think
Pam said lake. Thank you for being on the show. I bet she meant that's got to be a I don't know what's going on with Pam today. Okay, fumbling on the keyboard. Sorry, Pam, you're not.
Too funny.
Eventually, she got it. Okay, Lake Toccoa. That's the correct answer. Not a winner today, though. You got to be first to be the winner. Let's see. Mr. Eddie's on the show today Where's he watching from? YouTube. Eddie's watching from the YouTube channel. He says Toccoa. Again, correct answer, not a winner. And wait, hold on. I got to get this order right here. Let's see. Crystal is having typewriter problems as well.
Yeah, a lot of typewriter problems tonight.
What is
Maracas?
And then she went back to tell us again, Crystal, sorry, not correct answer, not a winner. Okay, so it's
too funny.
What is this show?
We're off the rails. We are off the rails, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, Pam, Crystal, thank you for being on this show today. Actually, if I scroll back through, and here's Pam with the this was her other answer. Lasker tacos. Oh gosh, okay. And she also said, I need that to go in my collection. But the first answer was Eddie with Toccoa. I'm going to take it. Eddie on YouTube. And of course, I'll see you this week, Eddie, who stops by the Lawrenceville shop often. We have your prize, which is a Stomp into Summer Camp dinosaur bag from the camp card sale kickoff. So let's talk more about camp cards here in a minute, Phil. But I guess we can move along in the show. Thanks everybody for joining us on the show. Stay tuned and stay with us as well. You just never know. Phil may have another prize later, but if you see the Phil has a prize logo pop up, then you know it's time. The news and notes section is a spotlight on you during the 12 Points live stream. Anything you post on our district pages or on your pack or troops page, if you'd like, we'll share it, or you can DM it to Phil or Daniel or Scott, or you can email it to one of us, and we will. Even if you want to put a brag or a shout out in with it, let us know what your shout out is for. The spotlight is on you during the news and notes section. Send us your picks throughout the month, and we will include it on our show. Phil. Well, that was a pretty good set. Did I miss anything? That was a pretty good segment.
That was great.
There is just a ton going on out there. I'm sure I did miss quite a few things, but following that, it's the tips and tricks section. We have a few tips and tricks, and I wanted to talk again about Camp Card, a little bit, Phil, of a repeat of last month's tips and tricks, but for lack of creativity, not so much, but also just to sort of drive home the point, like there is some time left to get out there and sell some camp cards. Camp cards are important for a number of reasons, Phil, and talk us through that. Why do scouts want to be out there selling their camp cards?
Man, not only do you as a scout get to keep $4 for every card that you sell to help go towards your scouting, hopefully going to camp this summer. Part of the money does go towards our camps as well, so our camp properties get a benefit. And, you'll learn a lot from selling camp cards. Self-confidence, being able to talk to people, being able to make sales. It's just good life skills to have when you're I remember selling camp cards when I was a kid. I guess they were Scout Show tickets back then. But similar concept of selling discounts. And it's just a fun experience.
Oh, gosh, I didn't realize you were old enough to have been doing that's where this originates from. And we're going to talk about Scout Show this month also on the show. But camp cards, its predecessor was the Scout Show ticket, which was a little $2 ticket that you sold. You tried to sell the whole book of tickets. Yeah, and then and that got you into the Scout Show, and they always came with little coupons on it. It only came with like 3 or 4 coupons on it, and in this case, the camp card comes with I don't know,
at least 18 on every card. Some of the cards have a few more.
Yes, and some really great coupons. Here's my 3 tips for the week. The first one, which this is the only repeat of the slides, is the Fast 10. If you haven't sold 10 camp cards, by the way, congratulations to our district winners in the mid-March Madness drawing. Did every district have a winner, Phil?
Yeah, every district had a winner. We sold we've sold almost 2,000 cards as a council already.
In the
Just
first month, we've sold 2,000 cards.
just from these first couple kids who's turned in, so it's a really great start for everybody.
Wow, that is a fast start. I feel like that more scouts are out there selling cards and maybe didn't turn in a prize for them. But at the last roundtable, we drew in every district. A scout won in Appalachia. We had multiple drawings. We had a prize pack. But the big thing was the $50 Amazon gift card, which you get, I guess, emailed to you. Is that right, Phil?
It was emailed to all the winners on Friday afternoon.
But listen, if you're just now in it and you just got your cards, how do you get the first 10 out of your hands and into buyers' hands? Join us or join in on the Fast 10. It's these right here. So I've biggie sized this slide. You can screen cap it and get out there and get those first 10 sold, and then work your way to camp after that. By the way, tip number 2, look at your card. I put that one together really fast.
I like that. It's a simple note, but can easily be forgotten.
Yes. Where should I be selling my camp cards? I mean, you can do the whole walking around your neighborhood. I hope you will, by the way. But after you're done with the Fast 10, you know, it's just like, I guess, popcorn. You could set up in front of a Kroger. Everybody does that. You could set up in front of a Walmart if they'll let you. But look at your camp card, right? What coupons are on your card? And if you catch patrons going into one of those locations, this seems like so obvious, but I feel like we just haven't mentioned it before or said it. If you're standing in front of an Ace Hardware and you're able to tell a patron, hey, if you'll buy this $10 card off of me, you're going to get $5 back on your purchase. You're already walking into the store. Of course you need that coupon. This is partly, it's a fundraiser, but it's also a service to our community to bring savings in a time of inflation, Phil.
Yep.
Gas prices are going up. I don't think there's a gas coupon, but there is a car wash coupon. There is a haircut coupon. Look at your card and think outside the box when it comes to setting up either a storefront or a location that you might sell. Of course, you got to ask permission. It's not just an automatic thing, and you got to be nice. If there's other people already with a display in front, you know, if there's something going on in front of the Kroger, don't sell in front of the Kroger today. That's just we want to be good scouts and good neighbors. But think outside the box. Coordinate and work with other scouts in your troop or in your pack, and spend a little time getting out there. It is a sale, by the way. So the main thing scouts get out of this is salesmanship. I know not everybody wants to grow up and be a salesman, but I don't know of a job where you don't have to be that.
Yeah.
Being a salesman. And so this is a great way for kids to get that experience and hear people say no and feel the joy of the times when people say yes. And I'll take a camp card. And congratulations and great work on that. Get out there and sell some camp cards. Also, this was an idea in your leaders' emails this week. Festivals and spring events coming up. You can Google that, by the way. Google spring festivals near me. And it will pull up every March festival, every spring thing going on around your area. And of course, there's probably rules to follow and permission to ask. But so make sure you do that. Don't just walk out there and set up a table in a booth. But if you're able to, but get out there. There will be hundreds and thousands of people at these spring festivals. A great opportunity for you to sell camp cards and bring discounts to your neighbors to the camp card sale. Anything I missed, Phil? Anything you want to add?
That's perfect. I mean, the biggest thing is to get out there early. Don't wait till the last minute. Give yourself plenty of time to get out there and get to selling.
Yes, absolutely. So the point of it is encourage your scouts, leaders. We want you to encourage your scouts because this is just a great way to sell. Selling camp cards is a great way to pay for your way to summer camp. That's what it's all about, by the way. Says Gidget was typing the answer. Eddie is driving from the Glads game.
Thank you.
All right. So maybe it's Gidget that gets the prize pack, by the way. But it is Eddie's YouTube channel. I don't know. I'll let them sort it out. Well, I'll make sure they get their prize. Uh, Pam says it was a long weekend. It was a long weekend. And remember last weekend, Pam, you were with us at the you were with us at the Appalachian Camporee. That was a long weekend. So we had a lot of fun. I'm really glad everybody's joining us on the show today. Thank you all, our loyal viewers and listeners to the show today. It's the 12 Points live stream broadcast brought to you by the Northeast Georgia Council. We're in the tips and tricks section of the show, and we've actually almost passed it by now. That was tip number 3 on camp card successes, and we're done and out of the tips and tricks section. So let's go on to training. Phil, you got a safety moment for us?
I sure do. As it gets warmer after Tuesday, we're getting closer to our camping season. We got spring family camping coming up at the end of April, summer camp this summer, spring fling coming up next weekend. There's going to be a lot of cooking opportunities for your scouts, and you might be choosing to cook with charcoal. And charcoal is pretty fun to cook with, but you have to remember that chemical fuels are not allowed in the scouts. So there's some other ways that you can get that charcoal lit. The easiest way is to use the instant lighting charcoal. You can use that with or without a chimney. It's probably the safest and most feasible for scouts. Just make sure you grab the right bag when you go shopping before your camping trip. They also have some really good starter blocks that are made of oil, wax, quick burning wood that can be placed underneath the chimney when you're doing that cooking. And there's also some homemade fire starter kits. You can use the cardboard egg cartons, toilet paper tubes, newspaper. Any of those work as a great fire starter for charcoal. Again, just place it.
Egg carton, that was a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. And this is an interesting one from the Safety Moment website I've never used before, but processed corn chips. They are made of hydrocarbons which burn, and they store fatty
like Doritos.
Oil. Yeah.
Why would you use the Doritos?
Maybe not Doritos, but processed corn chips. If anyone
Doritos, not a sponsor, but absolutely could be.
If anyone ever tries processed corn chips to start a charcoal chimney, take a picture and send it to me. You'll get a bonus. Phil has a prize.
Okay, yeah, there it is. The challenge has been laid. Rose, you don't have to use Doritos. You can just use Kroger brand corn chips. And let us know.
If anyone uses processed corn chips, let me know. And then just some final fire safety reminders as we wrap up the safety moment. Make sure for your Scouts BSA troops that Scouts earn their fireman kit before getting started making fires. Follow all manufacturer's product and safety instructions when using a charcoal chimney. Make sure if you have younger Cub Scouts who you want to help make the meal, make sure there's an adult that's watching them and supervising them. All fires should be in a safe outdoor area. Fires should never be left unattended. And once you're done, make sure you put that fire out completely. Make sure it is cold to the touch. So have fun as we get into our camping season here, as you're making food on the trails.
Yes, Kit. The charcoal chimney. This is my preferred method, by the way. Mm-hmm. I never use lighter fluid because I just don't like the taste of accelerants. And I know a lot of people are like this now, but people always ask, well, how do you light your charcoal? The chimney is actually the easiest way to start your charcoal. It does take some prep time, but so does lighter fluid, to be honest with you. Lighter fluid is expensive. It's oil-based. Which means not sustainable, and it's just tastes gross. If you just want that natural hardwood outdoor barbecue smoke flavor on your charcoal, which works perfectly good without lighter fluid, use a chimney. And it's so easy, and all Scouts can do it, especially the ones that have already earned their fireman kit. Great safety moment, perfect timing. I just before the show pulled a rack of ribs off of my charcoal grill. And
sounds like I'm coming over for dinner, Daniel.
Well, I'll tell you, and honestly, I was like, man, these will finish way before the show. And then it got to be, 5:30 for, time for the show. And I'm like, I don't have time. So I had to put the ribs in the oven. It'll have to wait. Pam says, I was at the Chattahoochee Camporee this weekend. So that Pam did a twofer. She went
Yep.
to Appalachia's Camporee. Thank you, Pam, for all you do for us out there. And then she went to the Chattahoochee Camporee. I'd love to know what you thought of maybe if you were out seeing both of them, the differences. Let's see. Rose says, we need advice for a longer lasting charcoal chimney. Seems they don't last long. That's true. So two things. I'm a diehard charcoal chimney person. They should be stored inside. Don't leave them outside on your grill. Or if you do, leave it in the covered part of your grill and put it away immediately. Because that's why they don't last long. They get rusted. That's one big thing. But the second one is I replace mine every year. They're only $10. It's which I don't know. When I was a kid, $10 sounded like a lot, but you're right. They kind of don't last long, but they're made for like high heat, and they're so inexpensive that I have a couple different ones too. I have the gigantic one that has lasted me forever. I have the regular size one that almost everybody uses that you buy at Walmart for $10. That is, but think about it this way too, Rose. You can spend $10 on a bottle of lighter fluid that will last you 2 or 3 charcoal sessions, or whatever you want to call it. Or you can buy the $10 charcoal thing that should last you. In my house, it lasts for at least a year. I think the one I'm working on is a little more than a year now. And the only reason my last one kind of tore up, it does rust or whatever, or break down on the inside, is my dogs got a hold of it and chased it around the yard. So don't let that happen. Store your chimney inside or under cover. Heather writes, I use a foldable one and it works great, and I've had it for 6 years. Okay, so I mean, that just kind of goes to show you take care of it. But I don't know, it's a regular thing that I buy. I guess each barbecue season at the beginning. It's to me, it's just a thing that is a part of. I'll be at the next 2 as well. We had better weather this week. Oh yes, you did have better weather, but it was a little colder, right, Phil? Isn't that what you told us?
It was cool, but it wasn't super cold. It was perfect weather. I
Wait,
thought.
Pam said I'll be at the next 2. She's a camp master. That's why she's always out there. She'll be at there's 2 more camporees coming up. Oh yeah, Sweetwater's is at the end of the month.
And I bet she's counting spring fling this weekend.
Yeah. Okay, spring, which we're going to talk about. And so, hey, if you want to meet Pam, she'll be there. So thanks for all you do, by the way. That's great. So that takes us out of the safety moment. I guess we're kind of done with that segment. That was a pretty good one, though. Hey, we got some comments on the safety moment. That never happens. Thank you all for contributing and adding to that point. We're in the training section, which starts with the safety moment, but goes into upcoming trainings. And the only 2 we want to talk about today is this one and the next one. Phil, tell us about Woodbadge, will you?
Yeah, Woodbadge will be here before we know it. It's a 2-weekend course out at Scoutland on Lake Lanier. It's Scouting's premier adult training program. If you are looking something to take your scouting to elevate it to the next level, Woodbadge is for you. This is for any Cub Scout, Scouts BSA, venturing, any kind of professional environment. I learned a lot in my job when I went out there. It took it about 5 years ago. If you want to get jazzed up and fired up about scouting, this is the event to do so. It's really an incredible experience. We only have about 20 slots left, maybe a few more than that. But we do have a limited space. We can only take a certain number of adults. So make sure to get signed up as soon as possible.
Not only that, it's the high functioning troops and packs in each and every district are the ones that send leaders, new leaders, or prep leaders to go every single year. For sure. If you're wondering about that, I think it's important to put in, to put it in your troops' budget every year when you're planning out your ideal year of scouting or your popcorn sale. Be sure to plan to send one of your adult, even if you don't this year, plan in your budget to send a leader or 2 to Woodbadge every year. Likewise, on that same note, and of course, usually when we do this, back-to-back Woodbadge NYLT thing, we do the kids, the Scouts won first.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it that NYLT people say? It's everything Woodbadge wishes it could be.
Something along those lines, yeah. But NYLT's a great course too, Daniel.
I've been the course advisor 2 or 3 times here in Northeast Georgia. I'm not anymore, but I love National Youth Leadership Training. I think the staff gets as much out of it as the scouts participating do, because of like how much it takes for a young person to prepare and stand up and speak and lead one of these sessions. Excuse me. One of a number of sessions indoors and outdoors during National Youth Leadership Training. They have to get trained to do that, and it's just such a great environment for young leaders to be in. It is the premier leadership program. Young people will take this beyond the numbers on their sleeve and use it in real life as they move forward. They will feel compelled and empowered to lead, and that's something that we need right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is young people that believe they can lead. Because we don't need you to be future leaders. We need you to be leaders right now. And this is one of those ways. National Youth Leadership Training helps every unit. Every unit should be sending scouts to National Youth Leadership Training every single year, because it's that important. And again, like as I suggested with Woodbadge, you should budget to send 2 scouts every year when you're planning your ideal year of scouting. Just put it in your budget. It doesn't matter what size troop you are, by the way. Every troop should be sending scouts to the National Youth Leadership Training every year. And we have 2 great courses, and they will fill up.
They will.
So don't wait. There's no crying at the end of it. No, you can call me if you want to see if I can get your scout in. I can't. Once it's full, it's full.
Yep.
So get after it. Get those registrations in for both Woodbadge and National Youth Leadership Training. We're just about a month away from the first Woodbadge weekend, Phil.
It's hard
Is
to
that
believe.
one of your?
It is, yeah. I'll be out there. It's
yeah.
about 5 weeks out now, 6 weeks out. It'll be here before we know it.
Gosh, it seems like it just started.
Yeah.
with Terrell's course last year, anyway. So and here we are on Miss Jenny Stour's course. It's going to be great. She's awesome. She's a great leader, and you'll be blessed to have a Scoutmaster in Jenny. I wish we could have had her on the show today to talk about it. But Woodbadge is all it's cracked up to be. I'm a Bob White from SR 830. Phil, you do your shout out. Are you what critter are you?
I'm a Buffalo course SR 39. I forget the number, but yeah, Buffalo.
Yeah. Okay, it's got they had longer numbers like dashes and digits. I just had 3 digits. So Heather said, "You are right. Keep it dry." She's talking about the charcoal chimney. We had a discussion about in the safety moment about charcoal chimneys. Go back and watch that if you missed it in the rebroadcast. But that's what she's commenting on. She says, "You're right. Keep it dry." And I guess I've learned that kind of with this year's, because last year's rusted out so bad. Pam says Sweetwater and Spring Fling. Actually, isn't it in the opposite order though? Spring Fling, yes, and then Sweetwater. Heather also said Sweetwater. I'm guessing that Heather will also be at the Sweetwater Camporee. That's the last one, I guess, the last one of the year coming up, or the last spring one coming up at the end of March, right?
Cherokee has one the first or second weekend of April.
Okay. All right. So we've got more coming up, but Crystal says, do it. She's talking about Woodbadge. Crystal texted me early in the week. We need a Woodbadge promotion. Okay, we got one now, and it's on the show. I think as soon as I put that up on Facebook, people commented their critters. Go find the Facebook post on our Northeast Georgia Council page about Woodbadge and drop your critter and your session and your troop number in there for Woodbadge folks. Rose says Nolan loved NYLT last year. He's going to Nail, which is the training version. They do that at Philmont or the Summit?
Philmont, yeah.
At Philmont, okay. So he's going all the way out to Philmont to learn how to be a staffer and a leader on the National Youth Leadership Training courses. So great, Nolan. Thank you for your service. And Rose, thanks for the comment and being on the show with us today. It says, how do you encourage them? Mine have no interest to go. No, I'll say the troops that do well, they do add it to their budget, and they pay either all or part of their way to go. So even some of the big troops that only pay half, mainly so that the scouts have some skin in the game. But a lot of those kids will pay their portion with the camp card sale. And so that's I think it's a more of a duty thing than a motivation thing, Heather, to be honest with you. I know that it really does just take convincing. I get that concern for sure. Phil, what are your tips? How do you encourage scouts to go?
I think maybe we try to get talk to some of the troops in your local area, have some of their kids that took NYLT to come talk to them, explain to them what they got out of it. I've seen that be a great motivator of kids.
Heather, that's a great idea. So if you have troops that if there's especially like a lot of times when you have your OA election, an OA member is some likely from your district that might have gone to NYLT. Ask them to help you promote National Youth Leadership Training when they come to do your OA election. That's a great idea, Phil. Or just a senior scout from another troop that your scouts are familiar with from the district.
Yeah.
Somebody close by. Heather is a fox from SR 1049. And Crystal is a bear from 10140. Bears. Yeah, drop those critters down in the comments and keep the shout outs coming. But anyway, thanks for joining us on the show today. That is the training segment, Phil. I think that takes us out of the training segment. What are we moving into? Oh, we're moving on to the what's next section. And so this one is actually, I sort of cheated. We've jammed in a ton of stuff on the what's next section. And I forgive me, I don't even remember what the order is. Oh yeah, what's next? Spring Fling. Pam was talking about it a minute ago. Here it is. Spring Fling. Listen, if you're not already registered, you need to click this thing and go get registered right now because it's going to close in a couple of days, but in preparation or in the lead up to the event. Otherwise, you can register on site, but you'll get the best bang for your buck if you register right now, so that you can get into the rotation schedules for all the things going on. What things can they expect at Spring Fling this year?
I know their theme is superhero. They'll have shooting sports going on, lots of different games and activities for the kids. I know we've got over 200 people signed up for it.
Holy cow.
It's going to be good weather for everybody, so make sure you get signed up. Like Daniel said, get in before the weekend, and you can get your best value by doing that.
I think today's the day, by the way. So be sure to get in. Eddie comments Fox in 10141. So that's the newest or latest of the comments on today's. Mine is really old. SR 830 was like in 2007 or 8 or something.
Wow.
What year did you take Woodbadge? What year did you go through it?
I went through in 21.
Oh, yeah, right? That's really recent. That seems recent to me.
Yeah, it'll be 5 years.
5 years ago already. Wow. Okay. Believe it or not, we got another scout night with the Gladiators. This one pays tribute to the Camp Rainey Mountain staff and alumni. It's an alumni reunion, so you'll see some of the folks that go to this game are not in uniform because they're camp staff alumni, but calling all camp staff alumni show out and show up to the Scout Night with the Gladiators. We do it on this night because it's also Hockey Heritage Weekend and Thrashers Night, which is one of the most popular nights. So while we want to sell a lot of tickets to scouts, believe it or not, this game will sell out or come close to it. And so you don't want to wait to get your tickets for that. But we actually already have sold quite a few tickets. Camp staff alumni reunion. Most of us sit in section 101. All scouts are welcome to join us there. This one will be a special game because they'll have Thrash will be on the ice. And we may get a visit from Thrash up in section 101 as well. And I think there's just a few patches left. The collector's patch goes to the first scouts in uniform that come up to the Camp Rainey Mountain staff alumni table. And you got to be a scout in uniform to get one of the collector's edition patches. That's what I was holding up a minute ago, by the way. And let me back out of the biggie. So that's these patches right here. Scout Night with the Atlanta Gladiators. Gladiators sponsor scouts. They love having scouts out on the ice. We've had a big season already, and the Gladiators. This is the best season they've had in quite a while, Phil.
They're flying.
I meant to look this up. What'd you say?
So they're flying around the ice. They're playing really well.
Well, and I'll say a couple weeks ago or a week or two ago, they were in first place in the division. It may have interchanged. We've played a lot of games since then. They had 2 weeknight games this past week. So I don't honestly know what the standings are, but there's obviously a lot of hockey fervor out there after Team USA beat Canada to win gold, not once, but twice, the women's and the men's. And is there any more? Is there a more American moment that you've seen in sports television history in, I don't know, the last 5 or 10 years?
Nope.
Did you watch that game though, Phil?
Oh, I was live on my TV watching it.
Oh no, I had to go back and watch the rebroadcast. I had to mute my siblings' text chain because they were all watching it in the morning and I couldn't because I was doing, I don't know what I was doing. I was doing something, but wow. So and you can tell the last 2 or 3 games that I've been to at Gas South have been like elbow to elbow. Usually, it doesn't matter where you buy your tickets. We'll all just go sit wherever we want. You cannot do that now. It will be not sold out, but it will be very crowded. I have not seen it like this in quite a few years. I'm a pretty big Gladiators fan. Not that big of a hockey fan. I don't really know anything about hockey. I love going to Gladiators games, though, especially the Scout Night with the Gladiators games. I hope you'll join us at the next one. Coming up on March 28th. It's a Saturday night. Puck drops at 7 p.m. Walk in early to get your patches at the Scout table. Eddie says they won in overtime today. Incredible. Eddie was with me at the February 26th Scout Night with the Gladiators. We had about 80 Scout friends there with us. We got to take the big flag down onto the ice. It's the first time I've ever seen the 3-on-3, I guess, sudden death at a Gladiators game. I've never seen that before. And then we went to a shootout, and I have seen shootouts before at Gladiators games, but if you've lived the life of a Gladiators fan, I've never seen the Gladiators win a shootout, and we won at on the second to last shot. I screamed my full head off. I was so excited. It was awesome. And it wasn't but a couple days after the Team USA won gold in the Olympics. So anyway, it kind of mimicked that big moment in hockey history. Take a scan of the QR code there and purchase your tickets today. Gladiators hockey at Gas South for Scout Night with the Atlanta Gladiators. Always a fun time. Coming up at the end of March. And Eddie says they went to shootout today. So we won in overtime in a shootout. I'll tell you, I'd rather they just dominate and win, but it is really exciting when you get to watch free hockey at the end of a hockey game. It is actually quite a bit of fun. It is a lot of fun. So next coming up is the Scout Show. Actually, I don't know if this is next, but I put it in the slideshow as next. Saturday, May 2. Here's what we need, Phil. We need every troop to do an outdoor display. And we need every pack to do some sort of carnival game or scout show display as well. I know of a handful of troops that are going already. Mm-hmm. Put it down in the comments right now. A shout out to me if you are if you're doing a display at Scout Show, what is your Scout Show display? Maybe, by the way, time's out. Maybe you haven't decided maybe you haven't gotten with the whole troop. What would you hope to do, or what would you wish could be your display? Drop that down in the comments and let us know. Let's talk about Scout Show for just a second, Phil. What else? What else can we expect to see?
Obviously, a big thing for Cub Scouts is we're going to have the Council Pinewood Derby going on. So you got to make sure your cars are ready for that. Lots of fun opportunities. We'll have lots of booths and games for the kids to check out and participate. It's going to be a good time. It's at a new location too. Really exciting downtown Flowery Branch. It's a vibrant area. It's going to be a really great way to showcase our scouts in a couple weeks.
Yes, absolutely. And so you started talking about the council championship race, and I put that slide up real quick. But Scout Show in downtown Flowery Branch, a brand new location. Heather asks, will there be camping? Not at the Scout Show location, but there are camping. There is camping available nearby, including at Scoutland for that weekend, which camp is usually closed during Scout Show weekend. There's also one of the is it the core parks that has a camp?
I think so, yeah.
Near Lake Lanier. Anyway, there's a couple different camping options, and we're gonna share that on the page as well as a suggestion for those that want to do camping that weekend. We'll help you find a camping area close by so that you're not far away. But it's not tiny, but it's not like the fairgrounds where we used to go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like a whole lot of open space to do camping, and it's actually just it's like in downtown Flowery Branch. So, but there will be camping close by, if that answers your question, Heather. So thank you for asking that question. I'm sure others had that, but it doesn't cost you anything to go to the Scout Show. Scouts in uniform get in for free, and we actually want you to be there. We want troops to set up outdoor displays. It's our Scout Show. It's the only Scout Show left in the state of Georgia, which is why it's sometimes referred to as Georgia's Scout Show, and we want it to be great, but it's also open to the community. And what we want to do is show off the many outdoor fun things that Scouts do. So is there a specialty in your troop? Are y'all great at building fires? Are you awesome at cooking Dutch oven cobblers? Are you masterful in first aid or pioneering, building a structure, building a swing? I've seen a lot of different things, a monkey bridge, a lot of different things. But also, a chance for outdoor games, displays. There will be vendors. There will be food. There's a lot going on at Scout Show this year. Not to mention, it's the Council Pinewood Derby Championship race going on the same day. And I know that's at an indoor location close by, Phil. Do you know more about that?
I don't. It's all, we have the whole downtown facility for us. It'll be somewhere down there in downtown Flowery Branch.
I think that we're expecting a map to show up on the web page, both for the Council Championship race and Scout Show. So stay tuned and look for that. But anyway, hit that link there on the Scout Show, or that's the Council Pinewood Derby page, but it links you back to the Scout Show page as well. But one thing to keep in mind, once your district race is complete, all district winners from all divisions can enter the Council Championship race. The official rules are posted on Council Pinewood Derby during your PAX race. You want to make sure that as you check in and impound cars, that they are following the official Northeast Georgia Council 2026 rules for Pinewood Derby. I see a lot of videos, by the way, on YouTube about how to make the fastest car ever, Phil. And some of those have what are inarguably scientific ways to make sure that your car goes faster. But some things are not legal in the Northeast Georgia Council's Pinewood Derby. So you want to make sure to be attuned to that. Things like, for instance, one of the suggestions you see in popular videos about how to make your car go faster is to raise a wheel up or have 3 wheels touch instead of 4, which obviously if there are fewer wheels touching, it will go faster. But in Northeast Georgia Council Pinewood Derby Racing, you must have all 4 wheels touching the track and rolling, right? And so that's just one. You can't change the wheelbase. I've seen that suggestion before.
Yep.
You can't. Your car has to be a certain length and a certain width. Your axles have to be the stock set on your wooden block, and you got to get your car as close to 5 ounces as possible. So a lot of different things. Check that out in the official rules on the Council Pinewood Derby page as we gear up for the Council Championship race coming up May 2 at the Scout Show. We've got a couple questions here online for us. Let's see. Heather asked, will there be camping? I think we answered that one. Not camping at the Scout Show venue location, but camping nearby, and we'll help you get set up with that. Will the spaces be grass or concrete? It's a combination of both, and you can request that, I think, in your registration request when you do that online. If you'll go to nega-bsa.org and click on Scout Show, and it will have where your units register online, and you can let them know what your needs are, and they'll make sure that you get a spot that best suits whatever your outdoor show is. I'm glad you're interested in going, though, Heather. Bring the whole troop and set up a cool display. We're looking forward to seeing y'all there at the Scout Show this year. So that's coming up in May. Also, or after that, coming up in June, Scout Night with the Stripers at Coolray Field, and this year, Campout at Coolray Field at no extra charge. So your tickets as low as $22, and the Campout at Coolray Field is no extra charge. We'll actually go in, watch baseball. The Friday night baseball also has Friday night fireworks. We will, after Friday night fireworks, we'll exit the stadium like every other guest every other night we go, and you'll go to your truck or your car or your van to get your sleeping bag and your tent. No stakes, leave those in the car. Or if you want to tailgate some more outside of the stadium after the game, you can. But at a certain point afterwards, all of the scouts that purchase tickets will get a bracelet that allows you to come back into Coolray Field for the camp out portion, and then we're supposed to be out of the stadium by like 8 in the morning, but most people can do that. And again, if you want to, I don't think they'll allow ground fires and no stakes. Like, you don't want to stake your tent down, but I think it'd be cool. We haven't had a sleep out in the outfield, scouting in the outfield event in a while, have we, Phil?
No, it's been far too long. It's going to be awesome.
This is gonna be cool. Camp out at Coolray. It was their idea. They wanted us to do this, and of course, the Stripers, like the Gladiators, they love scouts being out at the field. Let's sell a bunch of tickets. We're gonna do the flag ceremony at the beginning. We're gonna have the parade on the field, which we did not have at this game last year. We didn't get to do the parade around the outfield, but a lot of cool perks. And then for no extra cost, it's a camp out plus a collector's patch, similar to the one that we got this past year. I'm holding it up, but I was trying to biggie size the picture there. That is this year's patch, the Stripers patch. So join us for Scout Night with the Stripers and camp out at Coolray Field coming up June 5th. Get your tickets now. Tickets are on sale. Hit the QR code or that link below, and we'll link it in the description after the show. For 10 straight days of merit badges in the summer, in the middle 2 weeks of June at Pathfinders at Scoutland on Lake Lanier. 40 plus merit badges to choose from this year at Pathfinders. This is a promo I can do with, I guess, my eyes closed, but I wanted to share this one with you. Hit that QR code and go ahead and register. Some of these classes will fill up. We offer a lot of things that scouts need, but you know, like if they go to summer camp, they want to do stuff at summer camp with their friends and their troop. They're the only one that needs first aid merit badge. So you know what? Do that at Pathfinders. It's one day. You can do one day. You can do 3 days. You can do 5 days of merit badges and get the merit badges that you need at Pathfinders. A lot of Eagle required badges, a huge variety, 40 plus to choose from. Returning again this summer, aquatics, which was very popular last year, that we brought that back. Shooting sports, and a lot of scouts come to this Pathfinders to finish qualifying for a badge that they've already started, like archery or rifle. And so it's a great way to do that because you get some one-on-one time with your instructors and a chance to finish up the badge throughout the day. You get the whole day to do it. And Pathfinder is just a lot of fun to be at. It's a good independent course of study for scouts, that just want to get out there and get a couple merit badges knocked out, citizenship badges, first aid, emergency preparedness, other things like trade skills like welding, automotive maintenance, probably one of the most popular ones that filled up last year. Lanier Tech brought out their truck with a lot of cool instructional gear, hands-on. Pathfinders is hands-on, and it's a lot of fun. Scoutland on Lake Lanier. I'll be there, Phil. I know you'll be somewhere else.
I'll be a little further north, but you'll hold it down the fort at Scoutland.
We're going to talk about that in a minute. Pathfinders at Scoutland on Lake Lanier is a lot of fun. Great staff, expert merit badge counselors. By the way, if you're a merit badge counselor and you want to spend a day with your scouts out at Scoutland, we need merit badge counselors for Pathfinders. So hit that QR code. You sign up the same way, and let us know you want to be a merit badge counselor for Pathfinders this summer. It's going to be awesome. So join us. Also upcoming, the next three slides are Cub Scout summer. The Cub Scout. I got this right. The summer of Cub Scout fun is upon us, and parents everywhere around the council tell us that we want to know the dates for these things earlier. This is, of course, we debuted some of the things that we turned this whole thing on February 1st. So that's our goal every year, to get that thing up and running. So when the Cub Scout events are coming. First one, though, most important one, every Cub Scout should be headed to a day camp or a Twilight camp near you. And the theme is dinosaurs. That's why we got this graphic up right here. There's no QR code on that one. There will be a QR code at the end when we talk about the big three here at the end. But the Expedition Dinosaur, Phil, it's been a while since we did dinosaurs, by the way.
It's been too long. It's going to be a lot of fun this summer. Make sure to sign up.
And let's get stomping into summer with Cub Scout day camps and Twilight camps. Also, in the summer series, Scoutland Summer Quest, back by popular demand, a 6-part series, and we try to put in some new things every year. So the new stuff this year, one of them is called Camp Sleuth, which is I keep wanting to say a murder mystery, not supposed to say that. It's just a mystery. We're going to solve a mystery while we're at camp. Of course, returning bug crawl, always popular. Make a bug box, go on a bug hunt. Rocket Academy, build 2 rockets, 1 water, 1 fire, and launch them multiple times. Trailblazer is a return was new last year. Trailblazer is basically bring your bike to camp and let's go for a bike ride. You never get to bring your bike to camp, by the way. This is one of those times. Yep. Bring your bike, bring your helmet. We're going to ride around camp. We're going to do bike stuff. We're going to do bike safety. You get to earn your bike. I think is there not an adventure loop for bike in every age group? And so we're going to work on that. Fish camp, always popular. We're at Lake Lanier. Everybody likes to go fishing. We're going to go fishing. We're going to do fish camp. And then range and target is our other new one for this year. Range and target is basically time to, you always get to shoot bows and arrows and BB guns at day camp and family camp, but you never get enough time to do the award This one is focused on making sure you have enough time to shoot multiple times on the range and at the targets throughout the morning, and work towards the actual range and target awards and BBs. And no guarantees. We'll have a lot of shooting people there. I know that one will fill up, but also on sale for Scoutland Summer Quest is the season passes. Those sell out every year, Phil.
They do.
So you don't want to wait. Go online and get your season pass. You can see there the premium, choose any two, the ultimate pass, choose any four, or silver elite, do all six, and you get a special season pass patch. So this one is the regular patch, and then you get another patch for being a season pass holder when you purchase a season pass of any size or any variety. Hope you'll join us for all six, though, Phil. Season passes for the Scoutland Summer Quest coming up this summer, in 6 parts. Also, and Phil, you tell us about this one coming up in the full Summer of Cub Fun series. Cub Scout Summer Splash is at Camp Rainey Mountain.
This has become one of my favorite activities we do every year. This is going to be up at Camp Rainey Mountain at the end of July, the 17th to the 19th. It's an opportunity for Cub Scouts to come up and get a couple camping nights up at Camp Rainey Mountain. And you get to do some of these things that we don't normally do when we're up there. We get to have the bouldering wall open. We are going to have all the food cooked for you. We have all the Camp Rainey Mountain staff putting on a bunch of activities for the kids. They'll leave with between 4 and 5 elective adventures that they get to do while they're up there. We'll do a big hike to Big Rock. We'll do lots of swimming and boating up there. It is a ton of fun, and we've moved it this year to a Friday afternoon to a Sunday evening. We're going to still get all those same activities in there, but do it over the weekend, so it's a little easier for parents to make it up there and join us.
A little bit of feedback from folks that haven't been able to attend yet.
Yep, it's going to be a ton of fun.
And it is. It's, oh my gosh. So, Cub Summer Splash is a chance to work with. So one of the things, this is born of a couple of different ideas. Overnight camp for Cub Scouts, which we didn't have. Something to do at Camp Rainey Mountain, which we also didn't have. And also, one of the things is it's summertime and we have no activities where they get to go swimming and have real instruction from real lifeguards. Mm-hmm. Real lifeguards, real swimming instruction for scouts to get used to and comfortable in the water and doing things water related, swimming. That's what it's all born out of. That's why it's called Cub Summer Splash. It's going to be a lot of fun. Every person that's gone gives rave reviews about Cub Summer. It's
the best reviewed activity I think I work with in the council.
I'm just astounded by it. And there's people that, it started off really small, only maybe a dozen kids the first year. And it's grown every year since I've been here. Just a huge, what a fun activity to go to. One of the best things that your scouts will do while in the Cub Scout years. So this is it. It's Cub Summer Splash at beautiful Camp Rainey Mountain this summer. Don't wait. Get your tickets to that event now. All 3 on the Summer of Cub Fun. Hit that landing page. Share this with all of your scouts this summer, and or right now actually. Cub Scout leaders, make sure they all get this promotional slide here. When you hit that QR code to go to the Summer of Cub Fun, it will give you all the dates, and their links to registration right there on the Summer of Cub Fun for 2026. Really excited for Cub Scout events this summer, Phil.
Yep, it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure to join us.
Speaking of summer, we got this little thing going on.
Yep, big old summer camp. It's hard to believe, but we're about 3 months out. It'll be here before we absolutely know it. We do still have some limited spaces available, including in the month of July. So if your troop doesn't have a summer camp home yet, come join us at Camp Rainey Mountain. We've got a lot of big stuff planned. Our staff directors just did their second training weekend a couple weekends ago. They put a lot of work into this. So your troops are not going to want to miss out on nearly 80 merit badges, high adventure opportunities for your older kids, including whitewater rafting, We
What's
got
going on right here in this picture, Phil?
this is our cooking shelter, the Eagles 3 shelter. It's designated just for the cooking merit badge. You're
Yes.
not going to get a better hands-on experience than at our camp for that merit badge. It's so important as an Eagle required badge. It's really critical. It's a lot of,
That class fills up, and
Mhm.
it's not just because it's an Eagle required badge, but because you get to cook in with the instructors in the Eagles 3 kitchen.
Yep.
And this is just one angle of the kitchen. This facility is huge. You can see behind those kids the stadium seating. So it's where class members sit, but it's also where audience members sit and watch them move about this huge kitchen in patrol method fashion. To the outside of it, to this scout's right hand side, is the charcoal bays for Dutch oven and outdoor camp cooking. And so that's just the new wing of the Eagles 3 kitchen is on. That's my buddy Lon Phillips from Lanier Tech. And they're changing the oil on
Yeah.
a makeshift
And
on a
and
makeshift engine.
and this program was so popular, we've added on to the building. They are just finishing it. They're gonna have it finished up this week. So
We
next,
just built the building. We're
and
adding on to the building.
yep.
It's the trade skills area.
We'll have pictures of the renovation for our April 12 points show, Daniel.
Right. That was to add the covered area for the
The
car.
automotive. Yep, that's it.
Oh, so I think they're going to have an actual car in automotive. But even without the real car, Lon and these guys just did such a great job putting all this stuff together.
Yep.
And thank you to one of my friends, Ralph Sykes,
Yep.
over in Forsyth County, who built the engine that they're working on right there, where you can do a real oil change off of it and some other things. This is Kat doing the
Welding.
Kit Kat doing the welding. If you're wondering what those things are around their arms, it's like leather protective gear or something like that, Phil.
Yep, that's it.
A brand new facility, brand new equipment, welding has been popular at Camp Rainey Mountain for a long time, but with our own brand new facility that was purpose built for welding. I have another picture of them in the actual welding bays further down. One of the things to highlight about Camp Rainey Mountain is that it's hands-on. This is our first year camper program. It's not a lot of sitting around and doing, classroom work. We're going to get out in the field at these stations and do hands-on learning every step of the way, every merit badge, every advancement opportunity. We encourage outdoor physical activity and hands-on instruction. Our beautiful Ed Liebhauser dock. Scouts doing swimming, the huge renovated facility there with the Scouts, one of the best run facilities at camp. This is our amphitheater, our 1,000 seat Stewart Amphitheater with both fires going, all the lights and sound up. You can just feel it right. I can just feel it right now, Phil.
Yep.
That is always a good show. The campfires on Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday night, and they got the music going, and all the staff in the staff seating section there. So that's what it looks like when 1,000 people sitting in the stands there. Aquatics, 6 different aquatics activities going on. I ran out of space in the slideshow, but we talked about STEM badges, our science and technology area with the robotics, of course, high adventure, things like our rock climbing wall there, climbing and cope down in Challenge Valley. And then, of course, the new trade skills area. That's one of the welding bays there where they're working on a welding project. Again, hands-on experience every step of the way. That is the Rainey Mountain way, is to get out there and get your hands on stuff and find new and innovative programs every time you come to Camp Rainey Mountain. We hope that's what you get. I'm talking to scouts that outside of the council. I know scouts inside the council love Camp Rainey Mountain, but we're inviting you right now to join us for a summer that you will never forget at beautiful Camp Rainey Mountain. There it is, Phil. That's all I got on the show. That's what's coming up.
It'll be here before we know it. It's hard to believe.
It really will. Summer is Gosh, the only reason we do this show is to talk about summer. And
Yep.
This is the 12 Points Livestream broadcast. Of course, if you've been joining us, we've been missing one of our peeps today. If you have any more comments or shout outs, drop them down in the comment section right now. And let Scott know that we want to see him on the next show. Scott, where are you? I really, honestly, I thought that he would pop in because I was texting with him earlier. I thought he would pop in and drop a comment down in the show notes, but that was his wife earlier in the show, Crystal, that dropped a couple of comments in the comment section earlier today. That is our show for today. The 12 Points live stream broadcast brought to you by the Northeast Georgia Council. Saying from Phil and Daniel saying thanks. And we'll see you at camp. Visit us on the web at nega-bsa.org. Phil, any parting thoughts for today?
Nope. Thanks, everybody. Another great show. See y'all soon.
It was another great show. A lot of good discussion. Thank you. Some folks I had not seen on the show either in a while or ever before, as the case may be. But we sure are glad y'all joined us today. Hope we answered some questions. If you find this kind of content, we're going to make a lot of videos, Phil. Speaking of which, I think you're due to post a belly flop here soon, aren't you?
I think so. Yeah. All right. Great show, everybody.
Great show, everybody. Thanks for joining us. If you enjoyed this video today, be sure to hit that like button. If you're on the YouTube channel, subscribe to our channel and check out some of these other videos. Thanks, Phil.
Thanks. Great show.
So I know you don't live far away there. You're at the Lawrenceville office.
Yep. I have to go bounce and go do some grocery shopping and then go watch, hopefully, USA win.
Man, I went to the grocery shop today. I hate when I have to go to two stores, but I had to go to two stores today.
No.
Oh, it makes for a busy morning and afternoon. Okay. Let's see. Let me hit the buttons here. Boop, 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 boop. And the broadcast.